All right, y'all, let's talk Rampage. Like I promised, I'm going back and talking about what I missed. Now, we do have the Hardys and Keith Lee versus Kip Sabian and the Butcher and the Blade. And you know what? Every time I see Butcher and the Blade, I keep thinking I would love to see some vignettes of them at a butcher shop just doing whatever butchers do. And I don't know, that's kind of a bit of a missed opportunity that we don't get vignettes from majority of the wrestlers. I do think that would have been pretty cool. Um, Here's the thing. The match is a great opener and it's fun. However, I still feel like Keith Lee needs to be doing things on his own. He's going to get lost in the shuffle being thrown in with other tag teams or just random people to be a tag team or do trios with. I just feel like they probably don't have anything for him. So whenever we do see Keith Lee, he's partnered up with someone rather than doing things on his own, which kind of sucks. Now, he does have okay chemistry with the Hardys, but I do feel like when Keith is in the ring with multiple people, sometimes things seem to be a little messy. So that's the only thing that I didn't really like. Now, obviously, we do have the Hardys and Keith Lee taking the win. Jeff delivers a swanton bomb on Kip for the win. I'm really happy to see Jeff looking healthy and he's in the ring doing what he loves to do. He does look more and more comfortable in the ring, more that we see him more often. So that's really great. Now, somebody was spreading some rumors about Jeff Hardy the other day about how he got arrested, and some people believe that. This is what I hate. People come on the internet and they're spreading stories and people just believe it because it's from like a credible wrestling news site or whatever. Some of these things are not even true. And if Jeff is doing great, shame on those people who are making up stories just for clicks and views. It makes no sense at all. I'm really happy to see that Jeff is doing better. When it comes to recovery, you got to take it one day at a time. So next we have a video package from the Kingdom. They're talking about their time in ROH with Roderick Strong and Adam Cole, and basically saying that, they had a really great run together when they were in ROH, but now they don't know who's this new Adam Cole that's parading around town with MJF now, and how he's a horrible friend. And I'm liking that they're inserting the Kingdom into this story because I do feel like in the end, something really big is going to end up happening, and I do feel like Adam Cole is going to end up joining them. I might be wrong, but I really do think that that would be cool if that did happen. This is great because this is another way to help get some people to see some of these ROH guys. So that does help with marketing a bit when it comes to, the Honor Club or whatnot. But I really, really like MJF and Adam Cole together. So I'm just hoping they don't break them up prematurely. We know it's going to happen, but if it happens too soon, it could be a bad thing. So next we have the Young Bucks. They are saying that they want to focus more on doing tag matches. So I'm guessing we're not going to be seeing the Elite as a trios for quite some time. And their first match is going to be with the Hardys. Now I did cover that match for Dynamite that happened like whatever 2 days ago. The match was okay, not all that. So we're definitely gearing towards them. Focusing on being a tag team when it comes to All In. We're going to be seeing the Young Bucks versus FTR, and I'm hoping we get a little bit of a story with this, not just announcing a match and then we're going to end up seeing it on the day of the pay-per-view. Come on, let's have a little fun with this. Now, the next match we do have Anna Jay versus Sky Blue. Now, I did go to Dynamite, and this was the Rampage that they filmed after, and this was filmed as the main event since the actual main event was a parking lot brawl and they did not tape it that day. So people were just getting up and leaving. And I'm not going to lie, the match was not so interesting. And like I said for the millionth time, if there was a story behind this, then people will be a little bit more invested. And unfortunately, there's no story or anything for people to want to watch this. So people ended up leaving. Now, the match was okay. And like I've said, I've seen improvement with Anna Jay, so I'm glad to see improvement. But I was so surprised to see her take the win here. She obviously goes against Hikaru Shida on Dynamite, and Hikaru Shida ends up retaining the title. But what surprised me the most here is that Sky Blue was being pushed to the damn moon, and all of a sudden she's been in a losing streak for close to a month now. I'm really surprised with how things went downhill for her. This isn't a complete bad thing for her, but she was such on a high with AEW and the fans. Now it's just like she's one of those girls that got lost in a shuffle again, and she's one of those girls that don't really have a personality. You got a nice butt, but that's not enough when it comes to being a wrestler and winning championships. So she really needs to go back to the drawing board and do something that's going to help her stand out from the other girls so she can go back up to where she was on the roster, because she definitely crept down quite a bit. Up next, we get a tag squash match with Swerve Strickland and AR Fox versus Logan Cruz and Tyshawn Perez. This was like 3 minutes. Prince Nana comes out to Swerve's song, and he's doing that crazy dance again. And then we have AR Fox, who's wearing a bloody shirt that's supposed to be Nick Wayne's bloody shirt. And guess what? I don't believe that that's Nick Wayne's shirt, because Nick Wayne is like a 3 in toddlers, and AR Fox definitely wear a grown man size shirt. So I don't believe that. Anyway, it was 3 minutes, and AR Fox takes the win with a 450 splash. This is absolutely skippable. I don't understand why you're building two guys up to be a tag team and putting them in a match for like 3 minutes against people that didn't even get a chance to defend themselves. It's insane. I hate when you do stuff like that. So for the main event, we do have the parking lot brawl. It's Claudio and Moxley versus Trent Beretta and our least favorite homie, Chuck Taylor. Now, all I could think of is, look at all these perfectly fine cars. Why are they messing them up? Now, not even a minute into this match, we already have Moxley with a fork in Trent Beretta's forehead. And I'm just like, whoa, bro, give it a few minutes. Now, all the cars in this match, they do end up getting fucked up. But obviously what's worse is humans getting hurt. And all these guys have no problem hurting each other. And I'm going to say this. If you didn't watch this, this is not a type of match that everyone can enjoy. There's going to be blood. There are objects being used, and it just gets pretty crazy. So if you ain't a professional, don't try this at home. So we do have some, crazy spots here. And when it comes to these type of stuff, it's all about doing, crazy things to get people to obviously go crazy and talking about it when they go home. So we do have this one part where they take Trent Beretta, put him under a hood of a car, then they grab Chuck and they power bombed him on top of that hood, on top of Trent Beretta. And then Claudio takes Trent Beretta, almost lifeless body, and give him a big swing. And on the 10th swing, smashes his body onto a garbage can. That is absolutely insane. So then Chuck, I don't know where he came from, but he gets a safety route, and he sets it up on one of those little cars, like on the passenger window of the car, so it could hold up. And then Moxley snatches him up and gives him a suplex onto that safety rail. And I'm just like, holy shit, this is insane. So now John Moxley hits a paradigm shift onto onto Chuck's head on one of those old Camrys. So now we don't see Chuck for a good 5 minutes, and it's only BCC versus Trent Beretta. So Trent Beretta is trying to hold his own, but it's just him against two crazy motherfuckers. So things don't last for him that well. So then here comes Chuck, who has basically woken up from the dead. This time he has a 2x4 with barbed wire wrapped around it, and he had lit that shit on fire. Now he's gonna go hit Moxley with it, but for whatever reason he hesitates, and here comes Wheeler Yuta popping out one of those little minivans, and Wheeler Yuta's like, hey, if you're gonna hesitate, we gonna whoop your ass. And that's exactly what they do. So obviously this is a parking lot brawl. Will Yuta can get involved with no problem. So now Trent Beretta, he's still nowhere to be seen, but Chuck is getting his ass into him. And then out of the blue, we hear a horn beeping. And it's Sue, Trent Beretta's mom, with her minivan, and Orange Cassidy putting his nose into people's business and getting involved into this match. Sure, that's his friend or whatever, but I was okay not seeing Orange Cassidy for that whole week. So now Orange Cassidy, he's attacking BCC, but that doesn't last long because BCC have the upper hand. Now, while that's going on, here comes Claudio telling Sue to get her ass out that minivan. And she's scared and she's telling, no, don't hurt me. They don't hurt her, and she ends up getting out safely. But then Trent Beretta has woken up from the dead, and he's like, how dare y'all threaten my mama? And he goes to go defend his mom, but that doesn't last long. They end up ripping out the driver's side door from the minivan, and they gave him a curb stomp on that damn door. I could not believe it. They could have ended the match right there, just pin him, and they would have won. But instead, they take him over to another little Camry, and they give him a curb stomp on one of those windshield. Then they lay his ass out on the pavement. 1, 2, 3, BCC wins. Oh my God. I don't know how they end up doing these type of matches all the time. It's a lot. I don't really care for these types of things, but there was a little bit of drama in here, and they're obviously going on with a story, so I'm okay with that. Um, I don't know. We can do less blood on a weekly basis, but I did enjoy the show. The parking lot brawl did make things a little more interesting. If you didn't see it and you don't mind seeing blood and you don't mind seeing people getting their ass whooped and bleeding all over the place, check it out. It's kind of fun. Thanks for watching my review, you guys. I'll be back with a Rampage next week.